Back in April, Ad Age launched a new series called The Newspaper Death Watch. A lot of people see the demise of so-called dead tree media as a good thing. It's not. The overwhelming majority of original reporting is done by professional print journalists. Local TV news stations, talk radio, political and news blogs, none of these could exist without the print journalists getting on site and writing the stories in the first place. I've interacted with both the newspaper world and the tech world for several years. The newspaper industry is into the status quo. Newspapers typically stonewall change. The tech industry, on the other hand, is all about innovation. Geeks celebrate disruption. So old media and new media haven't exactly partnered up well. I want to change that because there's something the newspaper world and the tech world very much have in common. Oops. Where did that come from? Advertising. What they have in common is the need for effective advertising. That's what we all need, because effective advertising is what creates demand, and demand is what creates jobs and fuels the economy. Swig is going to intertwine old media and new media in a new way, using the assets of each to make both stronger. I believe that a large part of our economic decline can be traced to the failure of advertising. For evidence, take a look at Detroit. 20 years ago, American automakers had a 60% share of the U.S. car market. Now that's around 20%, and 2.5 million jobs are now supposedly in danger because of it. So what went wrong? American automakers have been spending billions of dollars each year on advertising to combat the domestic cars are bad myth that's been perpetuated by word of mouth, despite independent proof otherwise. Could it be that nobody has been paying attention to all those ads? That advertising is in fact broken? You might be asking how I can claim advertising is broken when we're being increasingly drowned by ads. But you know, it just proves my point. It shows how desperate advertisers are to reach you, because the vast majority of advertising doesn't work. The more they put in front of us, the more we ignore it. Studies have shown that our eyes literally work to avoid ads, especially online, where the vast majority of ads are appalling anyway. So what broke advertising? New technology, like TiVo and such, but mostly the internet. And at this point, only the power of the internet can fix it, because undivided attention is too far gone and the audience has become too wise. Imagine if a local Dunkin' Donuts owner could say, "Wow, it's unusually slow this morning. Let me put out a call for some customers." So she uploads a special offer that goes out to a few select people. You get it and show it to a small group of friends saying, "Hey look, 2 for $1 donuts. Who wants to meet me there before class?" That's the kind of advertising we need to move towards. So what does this have to do with saving journalism? How would web and cell phone offers save print newspapers, and why should they? Okay, first I'll list several reasons why. 1. Dead tree media is made up of live human beings. There have already been over 100,000 people with sons and daughters and dogs and fish who have been materially and emotionally harmed because of lost newspapers, lost careers, and lost jobs at peripheral companies. I don't want millions more families hurt, and I'm sure most of you don't either. 2. Any democracy is sustained by having a strong press. In the United States, we call it the Fourth Estate, and that estate is in real danger of total collapse as advertising is increasingly moving from supporting the media sector to supporting the technology sector. 3. Swig needs tens of millions of mainstream users as fast as possible, as well as local support of local advertisers around the globe. It's dead tree media that can supply that, not Silicon Valley. Facebook has doomed itself, in my opinion, by being able to monetize only 25% of its costly user base. 75% of Facebook users live outside the U.S., but Facebook has no foreign business model. By partnering with old media instead of condemning it, Swig will have boots on the ground all around the globe. 4. My dog is starting to growl. Study after study has shown that people, even college students, prefer to read from print than from electronic devices. There still is, and always will be, in my opinion, a place for print. Heck, even Google and Yahoo have recently begun supplying ads to print newspapers. So how is Swig going to help journalism? We're going to be the way that newspapers, magazines, and local television keep up with and participate in new media advertising innovations, which will allow them to provide the accountability and targeting that advertisers are increasingly demanding. As you'll recall, if you've seen my other videos, Swig's advertising will be open. Anybody can upload ads, and Swig users can come and find them and then start distributing those ads. But if you want help circulating them, that will come via print media ad departments that interface with Swig Online. Remember, you don't get paid for clicking on an ad. You get paid when people in your network click on an ad that you've chosen to share. So the advertiser uploads an ad to Swig. If they want help circulating it, then it goes to the publisher they've designated. They approve it or suggest changes. In the meantime, the publisher is always putting out stories to Swig members who have requested them. Swig will add these offers to whatever form they come to the publisher's feed, only every reader won't get every ad. The system will match ads to readers it discerns will appreciate the ad. When readers click on the ads, the news outlet will get the lion's share of that first click money. Not only that, but as the ads are passed around, they will continue to always get a share of every click, even by people who have never read any of their stories, though the lion's share will pass to the person who is distributing the ad to his network. Here's the catch. When I say save journalism, I mean it two ways, financially but also professionally. The only news stories that can have first-click ads attached must provide straight, unbiased, trustworthy news. Features and opinion pieces are welcome on Swig too, but they won't get first-click ads attached. In those cases, a news outlet's reporters and commentators will be will be treated the same way as any other Swig writer who must find and approve ads before they are shared. I'm dead serious about this. I don't care if a publication leans left or leans right. Straight Up Swig will stay straight up, or the offending outlet will be banned from this part of Swig and will no longer get a flood of ads directed to them for first-click circulation. By the way, if Swig advertisers can benefit from greater space and wider promotion, they may want to do additional cross-pollination ads in print publications or on TV. If you're a publisher, then more power to you. This business will be 100% yours. Share the wealth, increase the good. The goal of Swig is that. The sooner we can get enough resources together, the sooner we can get going. If you can be one of those resources, please write to me at dawn@swigme. You can check how we're doing at my blog on WordPress. It's called Dawn's Plan. Hope to see you there.